When Cindy and Murray Wilson come help move your house, close the windows, shut the doors, and stand back. C&T Structural Movers are the experts in what Murray calls the ultimate in recycling.
This is a great way to recycle. They talk about saving bags at Zehrs or whatever, and they're talking a couple tons. We're talking 40, 50 tons of every time, and if I do approximately 20 a year, and if there's 30 other movers in Ontario that do 20, your tonnage is way up.
Getting the houses off the foundation and ready for the move was not without some unusual incidents. While removing rubble from the basement, human remains were uncovered. Archaeologists confirmed the find. The remains were left where they were, but that prompted the decision not to remove the basements of the houses as was the original plan. The foundations will be jackhammered down to below ground level and then infilled. Cindy Wilson and one of their workers both had experiences with what may best be called the spiritual history of the site.
General feeling, went down to the basement and kind of had this feeling like somebody was watching you, so you sort of turn around and then you begin to wonder whether you're working too many hours and you're imagining it, or if there really is some truth to spirits and stuff living within the land where there's a burial site.
For the Wilsons, this was a fairly straightforward move. They call the onlookers the tourists, and there were plenty of them, along with Hydro, Bell, Cable TV, PUC, and police escorts for the 22-kilometer ride to a new location north of Owen Sound. There was a few tight squeezes along the route, but nothing a chainsaw couldn't resolve. This move is just a warm-up for the second and much larger house also on the site.
We'll be loading that one in about 2 weeks, 3 weeks. The only thing different about it is that we'll be loading on a barge to take it to Cape Croker.
C&T Structural Movers always seem to attract a crowd wherever they go. They call the onlookers tourists, and there was plenty of them on hand to add their words of wisdom to the current operation. The work involves relocating the second of 2 homes built on a native burial site in Owen Sound. Destination, the Cape Croker Reserve on the Bruce Peninsula. Rather than a 36-mile trip by road, which could take 3 days, they opted for a barge ride.
Something that they don't do around here in Ontario, but they do out west on the west coast and that, and it seemed like an economical way to go for hydro, telephone, cable TV wires.
There's a little irony in the fact the home, which is being taken over by the band administration, may become an office for the land title researchers that first uncovered the existence of the burial site. The site may contain remains of great-grandparents of current band members. Human remains were uncovered as the houses were being removed. With both homes gone, the job ahead is to restore the property to a proper burial site.
Now that the houses are off, we're going to spend about the next 10 days landscaping, doing thorough landscaping, doing some tree planting. We're going to put up a nice cedar fence with a white stone trim beneath the cedar fence, a few flowers. The site has and will continue to be a burial ground, and basically all of this commotion has taken place because we kind of reinstated it as to what it was originally intended for, and protected, mind you, by a treaty.